Hey guys, what's going on? It's Johnny here with Rock and Pop Vinyls, and yeah, it's been a minute. It's been about probably a good month, maybe a month and a half since I posted a video, a hunt or in studio video at all. Just to let you guys all know, I came down with COVID pretty bad, and that laid me up for a few weeks, and then I went on vacation. I went to Montana to go see a buddy of mine. That took up like another week. And then getting back and just trying to get my lungs back. That was a big one. And just making sure I was back to 100% health. That was a little painstaking, to be honest with you. But I'm feeling good now. I'm out. I'm hunting again. And I have my strength back to where I feel comfortable to make videos again and share, all the wonderful things of toy collecting that we all love. So with that said, I'm doing a kind of a short video here. I mean, I've actually acquired quite a few things, but to the point that it would have ended up being like an hour and a half video showing you the things I've acquired from the time that I ended up coming out of COVID, going on vacation and stuff like that. So I figured I'm just going to go ahead and live in the now and show you all the things that I have picked up within the last week or so. So with that said, let's get right into it. It was a G.I. Joe week, and I don't collect a lot of G.I. Joes. I do like a lot of new ones that are out there. Hasbro's been just kind of out of control with their price points, to the point that and I'm sure you all have seen it, everything from Marvel Legends to G.I. Joe, of course. The price structures are out of control, and there's really no justification for their price points at all, especially with companies like McFarland out there who are making, as far as I'm concerned, much better figures, bigger figures. Quantity is more abundant. We're getting tons of figures at a very reasonable price point. It's the scale's not evening out at all in favor of Hasbro. With that said, though, it turned out a couple of their items went down to more reasonable prices, and that would be the G.I. Joes. I was at Target, found a couple of new ones here I'll share with you, and these were a price point of $19.99. A little back to normal, a little back to why I was, giving my money to Hasbro. If Hasbro can get back to these price points, and not the crazy ones that they've been having, especially with their Marvel Legends and especially with their Black Series toys, they're not worth the price. They just aren't. I mean, argue with me, post down below if you're a Hasbro aficionado, fanboy, or whatever you are. There's no way you can justify these prices. I mean, they're right now, a lot of the Black Series, they're going from $27 to $32 for no reason whatsoever. Because I get a little baby Yoda that big? I don't think so. It just isn't right. But these are $19.99, and I think they're great. We've got a new one. We got Storm Shadow. Check this out. Pretty awesome looking figure. It's got great accessories. We've got two swords. We've got a bow and arrow. We've got a hood. We've got a what else is in there? We got the hood, we got the sheaths for the swords, we've got the bow and arrow holder. I mean, really freaking awesome. And let me see if I can get the little bit of light there. But $19.99 at Target, and you can't beat that. That's phenomenal. Next up, we've got a Cobra Officer. Again, it has 3 firearms. We've got a knife, we've got a helmet, we've got all the accessories. This was also $19.99 as well. And awesome looking figure. I mean, fantastic. Alright, staying on the Joe's point. Now this one was really cool. I didn't even know this was out there. I want to thank Greg Cook he posted a video last week. He was doing a hunt in Walmart, and I went into Walmart the very next day. Actually, not even on a mission. I actually forgot that he found this figure from the video that I watched the day before, but there it was, and I was like, what? We have Baroness. And this is supposed to be on the classic cardstock, but the figures themselves, they're not the small 3 3/4. These are more of a 5.5, 6-inch figure, and she is phenomenal. We got 2 pistols, we've got a rifle, we've got a machine gun, we've got her glasses, we've got a stand right here on the side for her to stand on. Now this was only $22.49, and I felt it was completely worth it, actually, just because it's such an awesome figure. And man, that's a good looking figure. I mean, I'm just saying, that is a way good looking figure. So there's Baroness, and it was well worth it. They also had Lady J as well, but I was watching the mighty dollar and didn't want to give it all up to Hasbro. I was more on a mission of giving it up to McFarland. With that said, we're not going to go into McFarland just yet, because I do have a couple items to share from McFarland, but we're going to go to Funko, because that's how I started my channel when I did this. It was actually mainly a Funko channel, but now it's every toy that I like to collect. But it wouldn't be Rock and Pop vinyls without a rock toy. So I was at Hot Topic, and I found this 3-pack. Boom! Blink 182. This is freaking hilarious. They have all their instruments, and of course the funniest part about the whole thing, they're butt-ass naked, which just goes back to the late 90s videos they did and the humor that they had in their videos. But it's pretty awesome because we got Mark Hoppus, Travis Barker, and Tom DeLonge. And rumor around the campfire is Tom is back in Blink 182. That's right, and they're going to have themselves a world tour in 2023. And like I said, the rumor around the campfire is Tom's back. So it's kind of fitting that this is hit the market. Now, I did a pre-order on this with Entertainment Earth, but I canceled that once I found this at Hot Topic, because Entertainment Earth, they're okay. They promise packaging, mint condition and all that, but their shipping is outrageous. I mean, matter of fact, they're the worst in all collecting. They are hands down the worst in all collecting when it comes to shipping charges. You're almost paying as much for the product as you are the shipping, and it's just not worth pre-ordering with them as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you get the peace of mind of, it's going to be mint, and even then, they've botched 4 of my packages in the past that weren't even ballpark. And, when you pay that type of shipping, it just isn't worth it. I mean, you might as well wait a little bit longer with Big Bad Toy Store. At least with them, their shipping is way down, and your chances are that it comes pretty good. I've never had a problem with them at all. So there you have it. Blink 182, awesome 3-pack. Welcome addition to my Funko Pop rock toys. All right, now I was talking about McFarland earlier, but I'm going to hold off on that one more second because I do collect WWE toys. Now with me, I'm an old school wrestling fan. We're talking old school, Hogan, Savage, DiBiase, Ultimate Warrior, that old school wrestling. It's still my favorite, and I love all the toys that they still make of those old school wrestlers. I don't know anything about the new school wrestlers. I do not buy them. It's nothing against them. I just don't know anything about them. But I do like the classics. I recently just picked up a cool Ricky Steamboat figure last week. I don't have that one to share with you, but I picked it up. It was pretty cool. He had a WCW championship belt in the package. I don't think it was a world championship, but he had a WCW package in there. I wish they would have put in the WWE Intercontinental Championship with that, but they didn't. It's okay. It's still a cool figure. But once in a while, I always take a look at the WWE figures when I'm at Target or Walmart, and I found one at Walmart yesterday I didn't even know existed. And as a matter of fact, this one, it's not even part of a line. Most of the figures you turn around, it tells you it's part of a line, like 4 or 5 figures. This one was not. This was just called a collector's either edition or collector's edition. We have a British Bulldog. I didn't even know this was out. This is freaking phenomenal. Like I said, it's not part of a series. There's no series here at all. It's just his bio. Like I said, old school fan. I love the British Bulldogs. I hope they make Davey Boy Smith. If they have already, comment down below. Let me know. I will go looking for that thing in the secondary market. But like I said, this was actually just tucked away on the top shelf. It wasn't even on the pegs. And I was like, I've got to have it. It did have a few blemishes on it, being an inbox collector I am. But for the fact that I've never seen this before, didn't even know it existed. It has a cool British flag that he's holding. He's got 2 extra hands. And the price point on this was 21 bucks. I was like, yep, it's going to go on my WWE wall with all my classic figures that I've had. But there you have it. Boom. British Bulldog. Freaking awesome. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and get into McFarland. Another reason I held off on that for a minute, these are big pieces. The first one is the Gold Label Batman Animated Series. Look at this thing. This thing is phenomenal. Now, with that said, I did have this pre-ordered through Target. I had 2 pre-ordered. I lucked out. I got this one pre-ordered. I canceled it because I found this at Target. And it does this cool light up. It's got a little button in here. It does this. Bop, bop. If I had the Danny Elfman soundtrack, I would probably add this in post. But I'm probably not going to go that far. But there it is. Pretty cool. It's got a cool background building diorama that comes with it with lightning in the background. He's got 2 extra hands, a batarang, a boomerang, or a batarang, and what else is that? It looks like a kind of like a glider, but I'm sorry, it's a grappling hook. It's a grappling hook. But anyway, it lights up. Like I said, there it is again. Really, really cool. And of course, I canceled my pre-order because I found this in store. But I also have the second one that is going to be autographed that I pre-ordered. I lucked out on that and got that right as it hit the interwebs to order it from Target, and that thing went super quick. It didn't last. Literally, it was like 4 minutes and that thing was gone. So I lucked out. So I canceled the regular one, and I do have the autographed one coming in as well. And I will share that with you guys when I get that back, because that's being autographed at the New York Comic-Con. So once that is autographed, they will ship those out. But it is way cool, as you guys can see. Freaking awesome piece, and I lucked out. Not only did I get it in store, but it's minty, minty, minty fresh. So there is that. Okay, so the last piece, here's the thing. I'm not going to open this, guys. I'll maybe in post of this video, I'll go ahead and do just a photo to show you what it looks like, because I've already opened it once because I had no choice. The way this was packaged from McFarland, I was really let down that it wasn't done with a clear front to where you can see all the figures in it. But I did pick up the Batman family. Now this is I believe an Amazon exclusive. Now it's $100, but you get 5 figures, and it is under the McFarland Gold label. It's phenomenal. Like I said, I did open it once. I just don't want to open it again because the packaging was taking a little bit of a beating just trying to open it, and I didn't want to do that. But I'll show you the back. Awesome art card. These are all the figures inside. You got Batman, Robin, Batgirl, Nightwing, and Red Hood. The Red Hood has a secondary head where it's all scraped up and scrapped, like battle damaged. And like I said, I've already looked at these and they're phenomenal. Great figures. I just hope you guys can take my word for it, because I just do not want to take it out of package anymore. It's an awesome set. Like I said, it is $100, but it was worth it. It really was. I mean, like I said, 5 figures. There's your $20 price point that McFarland likes to do with his figures. All these are pretty much same molds that have already been out, but different paint jobs. Obviously the Batman came from the 3 Jokers Batman, which is still probably in my top 3, if not the #1 McFarland Batman figure that he has made. But now we got it in blue, and there was a lot of people that would go out and buy multiples of that original 3 Jokers figure, and they were doing repaints, and they were looking really cool. I love watching some of those videos online of the repaints of the figures, and they were great. They were doing repaints in blue, and now McFarland has done it himself in blue. Like I said, they're all repaints. Probably the most impressive is the Red Hood, as far as I'm concerned, because it does come with he has his unmasked face, and then he has the secondary head with the battle damage. And of course, McFarland doesn't do a lot of those secondary heads. I mean, he's mainly into doing the hands or the extra weapons. The Nightwing's really cool. It does have a new head sculpt on it. I'm still kind of in the middle of the road how I feel about that head sculpt, but it's still cool. It's a cool set, and I think it's worth it. I mean, if I went to a Target and saw an entire line, especially like the Build-A-Figures, those are $25 a pop. I'm a completionist when it comes to those, so I'll buy the whole set. So it's no different than what would happen if I walked into a Target or a Walmart and they had the whole set available. I would have bought the whole set. So buying this is the same price point. So there you have it, the Batman family. So that's also going to be the end of this video, guys. I'm glad I'm able to go out again, get new figures, share them with you. I'm glad to be feeling better, and I'll be doing a lot more videos again, getting back on the hobby horse here and getting more frequent and all that stuff. So if you guys like what I'm doing, please like, subscribe, click the bell down below so you get notifications of any future videos that I do release, and I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.